Urgent, America's team fan. Look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest your team news. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. 6 players from Texas Pro Day that could be Cowboys draft targets, Austin, Texas. A year after seeing a program-high 11 players selected in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Texas Longhorns may be knocking on the door of setting the record again in 2025. 21 Longhorns participated in the program's Pro Day on Tuesday in Austin, and a good number of players may be available for the Cowboys in next month's draft at positions of need. In franchise's history, the Cowboys have selected 12 players out of the University of Texas, with the most recent selection being DeMarvion Overshown in the 3rd round of the 2023 draft. That pick looks like a big hit, as Overshown is one of the most explosive players on Dallas defense when he's healthy. If the Cowboys want to turn to a burn-to-range product to become another difference maker for them in the 2025 NFL Draft, they'll have their fair share of options to choose from across all 3 days of the draft process. Here are 6 names from Texas Pro Day that make sense for Dallas, and where the Cowboys could see them selected Matthew Golden. W.R. Golden has arguably been the fastest rising prospect throughout the entire NFL draft process, and a strong combine. Performance likely cemented him into the first round after running a 4.29 40-yard dash, the second best among all participants. At Texas Pro Day, Golden once again looked the part with crisp cuts in his routes and flashes of that 40-time catching passes from Quinn Ewers. The lone blemish on his day was a deep ball that went through his hands, but otherwise Golden hauled. In his other 8 targets, when the ball hits his hands, it doesn't move, and Golden drew oohs and ahs from the crowd after each of his reps. If the Cowboys believe that Golden is the man to complement CeeDee Lamb, they'll need to select him in the first round because his stock is sky high. Alfred Collins, DT defensive tackle. Alfred Collins was seen in a walking boot on his left leg and did not participate in any drills during Texas Pro Day. A university spokesperson did not reveal what the injury was, and Collins did not speak to reporters, so we'll see what comes out of that situation. When healthy, Collins has shown the potential to be a potent run stuffer in the middle of the defensive line with a good amount of twitch and athleticism for his size at 6'6", 332 pounds. The uncertainty of the injury puts Collins' stock status in the air, but he's likely a plausible option for the Cowboys on day 2 to fill their need at defensive tackle. Jahdae Barron, DB the Longhorns may have been looking to save the best for last, as Barron and some of the other defensive backs were the last of Texas players to work out in front of scouts. Barron was sharp in his turns during the 3-cone drill and flew around the field in coverage drills just like he did on tape when he won the Thorpe Award in 2024. Versatility is the name of Barron's game, and he told reporters that he believes the fact that he can play corner, nickel, dime, and even safety in the defensive backfield makes him the best cornerback prospect in this class. If Dallas shares that same belief and Barron falls to the 12th overall pick, then that's likely where they'll need to select him. Quinn Ewers, QB in a quarterback class that has a lot of question marks as a whole. Ewers is one of the most challenging prospects to figure out. On one hand, he's shown flashes of being elite in the short to intermediate game with great accuracy, touch, and velocity on his passes. On the other hand, his deep ball is still inconsistent, and he at times makes questionable decisions in crucial situations. He completed 50 of his 59 pass attempts with 5 incompletions and 4 drops, with his final 3 deep balls all being ducks. Where Ewers falls in the draft will depend on how teams view his upside, and if the Cowboys are looking to tab Ewers. Are their young quarterback to bring along behind Dak Prescott? He'll likely need to be selected on day 2. Andrew Mukuba, after transferring back to his hometown of Austin from Clemson for his final college football season, Mukuba exploded onto the season in the Longhorns secondary, tying Barron for the lead in interceptions last season with 5. He told reporters that he'll be taking a 30 visit with the Cowboys in the near future, giving the team an opportunity to learn more about the intriguing safety prospect. Mukuba is considered a top 100 player by many and will likely need to be a day 2 selection if the Cowboys want to add him to their secondary ranks. Jaden Blue, RBI if the Cowboys are looking to add a quick, versatile running back on day 3 of the draft. Blue might be their guy. Blue told reporters that he ran a 4.28 40-yard dash on his first attempt at Pro Day and a 4.25 on his second. much better than the 4:38 official time he posted at the NFL Combine in Indianapolis. He cited a groin tear as the reason his combine time wasn't as fast, and looked much quicker this time around in Austin. The biggest hurdle that Blue will have to clear is a mixture of his size 59, 196 pounds, and issues protecting the football, as fumbles were a prominent issue during his time at Texas. Pausing this news just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest America's team news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks. Now let's get back to the news. Amari gaining traction problem revealed. As Cowboys ex-Waits, the Amari Cooper trade of 2019 didn't work out the way the Dallas Cowboys envisioned. Close but no cigar. The 2024 midseason Amari trade, that didn't work out the way the Buffalo Bills has envisioned it either, with the five-time Pro Bowler never really taking off in Joe Brady's offense. Granted, Cooper came in mid-season and then had an injury, which isn't ideal when you are coming to a new team, as Amari was playing catch-up the entire time. Now a free agent, and with the Cowboys having a need at wideout, there is Cowboys Nation. Fan buzz, but nothing more. Meanwhile, with the Bills already signing Joshua Palmer, many have firmly shut the door on Cooper's return to Buffalo. But what if they're wrong? USA Today writer Tom Vieira has Cooper listed as the fourth best free agent available. Amari Cooper is a player many would have at the top of the list, but the receiver will be 31 in June, and his role in Joe Brady's offense never gained traction, Vieira writes. Buffalo traded for Cooper midseason, but the veteran wideout didn't have much impact. He suffered a wrist injury that likely slowed him down as he missed 2 games. He offers a veteran presence and consistency for a team searching for a proven player to add to their receiving room. So if it never gained traction, is there merit to running it back? Granted, it would need to be on a team-friendly deal given the Bills' salary cap situation. Plus, Buffalo has to think about the production that Amari gave them last year, and while Vieira calls it consistent, it was anything but. Cooper totaled just 297 yards and 2 touchdowns from 20 receptions in 8 regular season games and had 6 games for 41 yards in 3 playoff outings. Plus, Buffalo has to think about the production that Amari gave them last year, and while Vieira calls it consistent, it was anything but. Cooper totaled just 297 yards and 2 touchdowns from 20 receptions in 8 regular season games and had 6 catches for 41 yards in 3 playoff outings. When we add in that in 6 of those games he had 12 or fewer yards, which doesn't scream consistency, but as we mentioned above, factors contributed to that. Is there a way in which Cooper can return to Dallas? We don't see it. Is there a way he can go back to Buffalo? It doesn't feel very likely right now, but the NFL is a never-say-never league. Cowboys predicted to sign Pro Bowl. The Dallas Cowboys are heading into a new stage of the organization next season under the leadership of first-year head coach Brian Schottenheimer. Dallas finished the season with a 710 record, leading to the decision to promote Schottenheimer from within the staff and part ways with Mike McCarthy. As the Cowboys look to revamp their roster in the 2025 offseason, preparing themselves for a bounce-back year and a potential run in the playoffs, free agency additions should be a priority. In a recent free agency prediction article by Daniel Valente and Brendan D. Get the Score, the Cowboys were predicted to sign one-time Pro Bowl wide receiver Tyler Lockett. Lockett played 10 seasons with the Seattle Seahawks before being released by the organization in the 2025 offseason. Last season, Lockett posted 2 touchdowns and 600 yards on 49 receptions. If the Cowboys were to sign Lockett, he would be playing. Alongside some elite talent in Dallas, such as quarterback Dak Prescott and wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, the Cowboys seem to consistently have the talent to compete for an NFC championship and potentially a Super Bowl, but they have struggled in the postseason during the Prescott era. The addition of a veteran like Lockett could certainly help the Cowboys take one step closer to their title hopes. And now, America's team fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know. If you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for your team, you'll be back any moment with more America's team news. How about them Cowboys?